Minister, there are many consequences of coronavirus, not just the disease. We've discussed the associated consequences of lockdown, such as mental health. The one I want to raise, though, is the increased risk in respect of gambling addiction. You will be familiar, Minister, I would have thought, with the case of Chris Bruni, who was a 25-year-old who lost £119,000 in 5 days. He was then offered by the gambling company a bonus of £400. He took his own life and the company has just been fined. Now, that was just one of the examples pre-coronavirus. Of course, what we have now is a captive market in respect of online gambling, and the March data alone for 2020 indicates that virtual betting increased by 40%, poker by 38%. And of those who place more than one bet, the online betting increased by 88%. Online poker 53%, and of course many other similar data as well. I suspect the April figures will show even higher levels of online gambling participation, leading to the public health risks that had been identified before the lockdown. I'm wondering, Minister, if you could let us know whether this is something that you've discussed with the Chief Medical Officer. If not, will you discuss it with the Chief Medical Officer to see what we can actually do to actually prepare for what I suspect is going to be a significant increase in problems associated with online gambling addiction, and it will be a legacy that we will have to deal with as we come out of coronavirus.
I think it's a point well made, actually, by the member, and I recognise his long-standing continuing interest in the real harms, public health harms caused by gambling. I don't think now is the time to go into the division of powers that exist, but we do still need to understand what that means. And we do understand there has been a significant increase in online gambling, as a member sets out. And so I will definitely take a look specifically with the Chief Medical Officer about where we are and what that means in terms of our not just understanding of the harms caused now, but what that means for the future. If more people are spending more time online gambling, there's no guarantee, in fact, we'd expect that it would be not the case, that those people will disappear and stop online gambling at exactly the same numbers as we progress out of the lockdown. We could be storing up longer term challenges in terms of the addiction that gambling sadly is for some people. So I'm happy to take that up with the Chief Medical Officer, and I'm happy to undertake to write to the member in due course.
Thank you. And finally,